for joining us on today. As above, so below. We're talking about Tuesday, so we are talking about Mars energy. I want to talk to you guys on today. If this is your first time in my life, my name is Apostle Ely. I'm the pastor and apostle, the chief apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in African tradition. I would like to say to each and every one of you guys, salutations to my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, and Palo. Whether you're a mystic or you're Ajay, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a shaman or do you do Kabbalah, Eastern Star Mason, this is the platform for you, especially if you grew up in the church. You understand? And you want to practice the ATRs. My platform is for those that really want to do real content and have the reality from somebody that has been doing this since I was a child. I'm 50 years old, y'all. Got to know something. All right. What's up there, Sister Tree, Rhonda, Aries, and then Mama Susan, Gemini. We got Shamari, my Cancer from Chi-Town. And then we got Mary Bond. Much love to you and appreciate each and every one of you. As you have been notified that Apostle Ely is live, understand that we are here to teach universal laws, and these are applicable to each and every one of you guys. Doesn't matter the ATI. What's up there, Ronicia? What's up there, Sagittarius? And is that my Boaz? Much love and thank you so much, Bo. Chief Apostle, yes, sir. I got to remind myself there. In honor of Minister Mario, son of Ochosi Crown, I am going to try. He's been trying to get me. He saw me get ordained, and I have been just holding that other title off for so long. But now I said, you know what? In honor of him, I'm going to going out there on the forefront with that name. So I appreciate that. What's up there, Shanice Cotton, my Virgo from Georgia? Georgia, things are not the same since you've been away. So we appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here with us. To all of my Christian buddies, for you start your shenanigans, these are the cards that I read from. These are the 72 names of God, technology of the soul. What's up there, my Capricorn, Sister Harriet? How you doing? Welcome to the world of Apostle Ely. I want to say to each and every one of you guys, I am a Sagittarius, my moon is in Aries, and my rising sign is Pisces. Thank you so much for being a part of my lives, and thank you so much to the outpouring of love and support. What's up there? There go my baby sister in the house, Gemini. What's up there? Girl Gardner. All right there, Cultivator, Florida. We want to say to each and every one of you guys as we talk about this on today. Now, those that do not know and do not expect, what's up there, Hardcore? What up, my long lost son? Aquarius from San Antonio, Texas. All right, they said, where the beef? Where the beef? The beef is in Texas. Yes, praise Jehovah. I want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. Thank you so very, very much. Once again, what's up there, Monique? 444? I want to say once again to each and every one of you guys that made it so very much possible to process this in the departure of Minister Mario, son of Ochosi. Not only down from his crowning, also to the process of him getting his homegoing service. Many of you guys show so much love to me and still showing love to me. And let me tell y'all something. Yes, this is a hard, trying time, but you guys have given me strength. I talked about this earlier about porn, and I'm going to talk about some grown-up stuff. My lives are not for the children. I'm talking to real people that got real situations, circumstances that need real answers. I'm not here to put on a facade or give you stuff that is not real, that I do not practice. I practice what I preach, and so therefore I teach based on what I implement in my life. What's up there, Calvina? Thank you so much for being there. Cancer in the house. We got my eldest son, Trey, in the house. Cancer, 2 Cancer back to back. So, I want to talk about this now. Please, sir and ma'am, let's listen to what I got to say, if you will, with grown people ear, with people that have gone through things, that understand the cycles of life, and no matter what is going on in your life, you need to have clarity so you can make grown-up decisions. I don't care what you practice, how you practice it. At the end of the day, the better decisions you make, the less EBOs you're going to have to do. The better decisions you make, the less prayers you're going to have to pray. The better decisions you make, the best cord cutting spells you're going to have to do. A lot of conjure that we end up doing has a lot to do because we make decisions that put us in predicaments and circumstances, and we find ourselves always praying out of something instead of praying to something. I'm going to say that again. We find ourselves praying out of something rather than praying to something. That means we utilize majority of our energy, mental, emotionally, or spiritually, in always getting out of stuff because we don't make the proper decision for our life. Not knowing who you are and your destiny will have you out here doing a whole lot of stuff, just trying to get out of stuff based off because of lack of knowledge, okay? So I want to talk about this on today now. What's up, Nicole Matari? And why this is important, I don't practice hoodoo. I don't practice voodoo. I don't practice conjure. I don't do this. I don't do that. Fine. But everyday life still going to apply. Universal law affects us no matter where you are in life. Your creed, your color, your sexual orientation, your economic status, it don't matter. These are the things that everyday people, no matter where you are, deal with. No matter what societal norms that are out there, whether you're in this country or another country, it's still applicable. I want to talk about why you put the work in, okay? First of all, we're going to start, salutations to my madrina and to my padrino, my oba. Thank you so very much for your love and your support. Also to my god sister that made that beautiful ochosi cake. Thank you so very much to my mother, to my sister, to my children that came down to support me. How much did I need it? And I want to say again to my church family that reached out and have been basically supporting me through this healing process of Minister Mario. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To those that help, thank you so very much. To those that sent their encouragement and from my TikTok family, my YouTube, my Instagram, like from all around this globe, you guys have been such a blessing to me in this time. And it has allowed me to still come on this platform and to deliver you what God give me, Spirit give me. What's up, my unveiling Ann in the house? Pisces, yes, blessed to the chief apostle. I know that's right. What's up there, Karen O'Brien? I will be, like I said earlier, what I am doing, even though I'm going through some things, I want to get a lot of my stuff done this week. Because I want to talk about some grown-up stuff today. And if you're going to practice the ATRs, if I was you, I would listen. I'm going to first start with Job, the 34th chapter, verse 11. Listen to this. It says, for the work of a man shall be rendered unto him, and every cause, and cause every man's work to find according to his ways. Okay? Every man's work shall be rendered unto him. Then it says, and cause every man to find according to his ways. Now, who's that? Okay. Tree, thank you so much, baby. Now, that's my Aries. Now, why I want to talk about this. Why put the work in? This is something I taught my children. This is something I live by. In the ATR, and especially if you've been in Christianity, the mindset is that the spirit, the ancestor, the Impungos, the Orishas, the Loa, do all the work. All you do is give an offering and you give a petition, and they get out there and slave for you. They be your gophers, they your do boys, your do girls, your simps, whatever y'all call. This is the mindset of a lot of people due to the incorrect teaching and example of what spirituality really is. It is a self-journey. It is a self-development. Why am I talking about this? Because there's too many people that are omitting wisdom, knowledge, and understanding because they feel like their ancestors are going to deliver them out of everything and fix everything and bring them prosperity. So therefore, they have the space in their life to keep ignoring the signs that's going on. I told my kids this. If you do your very best, you put your work in. At that point, and you fall short, you have a right to be disappointed. When you do not put the work in, you don't really know what the possible outcome could have been. You don't really know if you would have got the victory or not. You don't really know if you could have got the job or not. You don't really know if you could have got the healing or not. All I know is that when I do things and a certain result comes, I'm at peace with that result because I put the work in. And I oftentimes tell people that if you're not serious about your conjure, if you're not serious about your spiritual walk, if you're not serious about your relationship, if you're not serious about the things that you're asking for, what I mean by serious, that you're committed to the point that you're going to put the work in order to receive the type of harvest to even have the expectation. I feel that there's a lot of people that are in conjure that are very superficial, very immature, that they think this is the I Dream of Genie, this is a rubbing Aladdin's lamp, bewitched, craft, all this foolishness. In order for me to get the type of manifestation that I get in, I put the work in. I assess my life and I put the work in. The reason why I am at peace with Minister Mario's decision and where he is right now is because I have labored and I have put the work in. And I also want to say, what's up there, my Natasha? Let me tell y'all something. This lady right here, my Lord, heaven sent. Thank you so much. Natasha Foster, good evening. She said she had to watch several videos, catch up. I know that. What's up there, Karen Cartwright? My cancer in the house. Thank you so much. Now, let me tell y'all something. When you do your job, when you put the work in anything, then at that point you could really assess what should or should not be happening in your life. When you have placed the responsibility on your ancestors, your impungos, the archangels, your demons, your daemons, whatever you call protectors, your angels, it don't matter. Whatever path you on, whether it's Eshu, Eligwa, whether it's Oshun, whether it's Mama Chola, whether it's Dambala, whether it's Ezeli, it don't matter. When you are putting more responsibilities on spirit, deity, energy, frequency than you are putting on yourself, then you really, sir and ma'am, at this point of the journey, cannot honor what is going on in your life because you really did not do the work. A lot of times when it comes to, when you hear us in the church world say prayer changes things, if you believe prayer changes that things, then you also understand that you should pray without ceasing. You should also understand that you should watch as well as pray. You should also understand that these things come out by fasting and prayer. See, when you understand that you're going to put the work in, then you can sit there and have an expectation whether it come to pass or not. You understand that I put the work in. I can be angry when somebody comes in and interferes with my relationship because I put the work in. I can be upset about not getting the promotion because I put the work in. Y'all understand what I'm saying? If you are looking for peace that surpasses all understanding in your life, learn to be that man or woman that have put the work in. I'm going to go to Romans, the 2nd chapter, 6 through 8. I told you my lives are for grown people. 6 through 8 says this. Who will render to every man according to his deeds or works? To them who by patient constant in well-doing seek the glory and honor and immortality and eternal life. But unto them that are contentious, meaning in constant conflict, and do not obey the truth, but obey unrighteousness, indignation and wrath or anger, tribulation and anguish upon every soul of man doeth evil, of Jews first and also Gentiles. Now, what are you talking about, Apostle Ely? Every last one of us, no matter what our particular beliefs, no matter where you are in your spiritual journey, we have a choice to obey spirit, whatever that spirit may be, or disobey. I'm going to keep it simple. A lot of times, the reason why you won't put the work in, because your word is not your bond. Vows and commitment mean very little to you. A lot of times people find themselves in situations and they find themselves suffering certain things is because they do not value being obedient. They can easily tell you something and it does not bother them to keep their word. My whole manifestation of my confidence comes in a commitment not only from me to spirit, but spirit to me. From me to ancestors, from ancestors to me. From me to Orisha to me. From me to Impungo to me to Impungos to me. Everything about your frequency and vibration is about your commitment. The reason why you don't put the work in because you're too busy trying to take and get what you can until you can't get it anymore. See, people, let me explain something to you. A farmer has no problem putting the work in because he's looking for the harvest. A banker has no problem with the investment because he's looking for the return. See, people that are fully committed to something, are all into something, that understand that they have an accountability to it, you're gonna find these people willing to put the work in. It is the person that is not willing to put the work in that is always looking for a way out, or always looking for a reason to give an excuse. See, I know when I'm dealing with grown folks, they don't have to practice what I practice. They don't have to be into what I'm into. They don't have to have the range of knowledge that I have. But I can tell by watching them and how they do things, how they're committed to things. Let me tell y'all something. I'm too grown to be out here trying to make somebody feel bad. Let me talk to you. I try to live my life with no regrets. And a part of that no regrets is putting the work in. Even when I have been lied on, my work spoke for me. The beautiful thing that I loved about the eulogy and the process of speaking in the behalf of Minister Mario, son of Ochosi Crown, was I didn't have to make up nothing. Nobody that testified of him had the strain. See, when you put the word, see, let me tell y'all something. All of us got to leave here. All of us got to leave here. But how you leave here? When you put the work in, people gonna miss you, baby. I don't care. They can be mad with you. They're gonna miss you. They can no longer be with you and still miss you. They're going to be reminded of the work that you put in with them. Put that work in with people, places, and things, and I promise you, sir, I promise you, ma'am, you won't be wondering why. You will be like the Bible said, the book of life. You will be in ever remembrance. How can you forget anybody or anything that has invested in you and has put the work in? Some of you right now, you're struggling in relationships and you wonder why people don't value you. No, that what they don't value is that work ethic. What they don't value is the idea that they think that they're getting something out of you and what's going to happen. And they're going to miss you when you're gone. I'm a hardworking man, y'all. I am a hardworking man. And I miss hardworking people. When I tell y'all, for so many reasons, so many personal reasons, that I am not ashamed as a grown 50-year-old man to cry over another man, is because he put the work in. My children crying, my sister, my family crying over a man that do not share blood with them, because he put the work in. I want to teach y'all, sir, if you're going to follow me, you're going to be into the HR, you want to be a God child, you want to be you want me to be a life coach, I can't teach you or share something with you that I don't live. I don't believe in. I don't believe that what did my mom say, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. If you started out wrong, it's going to end up wrong. If you go into a thing, you're going to have no regrets. Even if you don't get the outcome that you want, are y'all hearing me? Even if things go away that you would prefer it not to, this is a certain reality that I would prefer not to be living. But I have no regrets and I'm at peace because I put the work in. And guess what? He was worth it because he put the work in as well for himself. A lot of y'all would not, like when you go over on my Facebook page and go out on Minister Mario Facebook page and social media, it is an honor to be able to get on this platform and not exaggerate. Not to make him something he was not. His energy, his frequencies, Ashe is what it is. My son called me today and told me Minister Mario, son of Ochosi, visited him in a dream. Like, he has the power now. He put the work in. Do you want to ascend? Do you want to develop? You're not just down here to live and eat and go to the bathroom and get your hair done and get a house, a physical house. No, you're down here to develop and evolve spiritually. So when you depart here, you can go to a whole nother level in this thing called the spirit world. What's up, my baby Scorpio? All of these processes and pathways that we are on all lead to that role of development. Development of your soul body, development of your mental body, development of your emotional body, development of your astral body. This is the thing that when you say was your life worth living, if you have not developed And you have allowed other people to make you so earth conscious, where it's about material things, and you're not utilizing the material things to develop your spiritual house. Baby, let me tell y'all something. There's only so much good. I'm a Sagittarius and I'm very optimistic. But there's only so much good you can tell about somebody that ain't the truth. Some of you guys, when the day come, every man get paid according to their worth. Let me tell you something. All you're doing is making it harder for the ancestors that got to come behind you. All you doing, when Minister Mario put the work in, all he did was made it easier for his daughter to ascend. I'm going to say it again. She is his physical living legacy on this side. And all he did out of everything he went through, if you want to know was it worth it, is that he evolved into a place. Now he's a master in ascended master, and now he has made it easier for his daughter to evolve on this earth plane. All you doing as an ancestor on this side is making it easier for the other ancestors to work, and for those that are on this side to manifest. See, when you do your work, it makes it easier for me to summon you, feed you, and venerate you when you have done. You make it easier. The way has been paid for her. Yes. And he put the work in. See, a lot of this stuff that when we don't understand soul contracts, and we don't understand that we're not just flesh, that we are made in God's image and after his likeness, we be putting work in everything else but the thing that is eternal. We putting work in everything else to be seen on this natural plane. But baby, I don't care if you have a mansion, it's going to dissolve one day. There's a thing in the scripture talks about the incorruptible gifts, the incorruptible treasures. It is your job. I can't make you do nothing. And let me tell y'all something. I say better understanding of where you may have fall short. When you put the work in, you're going to have a better understanding where you fall short. But when you're not giving your all, you can't do the math. Because you're only giving 60%. You're only giving 50%. Some of y'all gonna live and die and don't even know what you have the capacity to have done. You have not even exhausted yourself mentally or emotionally to the point to say, you know what, I thought I could never do that. This is why Whitney Houston had this song, I was not built to break. You got to get to a breaking point to understand you're not built to break. Because you got to get to a point where you thought you were going to break. You thought you were going to fold. You thought you were going to cave. And you don't. And that's at that point, you realize that you were stronger than you thought. You can't get there until you start learning that you're not going on your job for them. You're not running your business for them. You're not praying for nobody. You're there to develop yourself and put all in. Are you understanding? And most of us, not me, because I have a lot of ascended spirits in my bloodline. Let me tell y'all what. The reason why many of you got to spend a lot of money, because your loved ones, when they were here on this earth side, they invested their resources in a bunch of garbage. See, when Chloe, his daughter, puts out water to her ancestor, which would be her father, she's putting out water to an ascended master. So that water that she placed in front of him is going to manifest totally different than our ancestors. When I say I'm including our ancestors, because they didn't evolve. They were out here sleeping around. They were out here trying to get gold chain. They were out here running. They weren't trying to evolve their energy, their frequency, their vibration. And so therefore, when you pour out a libation, or you put water from your ancestors, you got to do extra because they're not at an evolved place. I need y'all to understand this. Every day you have it on this side of earth, you have a choice as a man or woman to understand what real life is all about. What the opportunities that you're giving your ancestors that will come behind you in hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi. Imagine when I go to the other side, what my children are going to be able to manifest. Just like Christ said, I sit at the right hand of the Father. Now that Minister Mario is at the right hand of Ola Damari. Now that Minister Mario is in the land of Ochosi because he's crowned. Now he's around other ascended masters. I want to talk to you. He didn't waste his money and he didn't waste his life. Now he's at the right hand of the Father, able to make intercession for them that come on here, somebody. So if you sowed seeds, if you supported, if you gave in order for that process to happen, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get blessed from a very high place in the spirit world. There are different levels in the heavens. Did y'all hear me? The more you understand that you're down here as a spirit, having an earthly experience, you will put the work in. The more you think that you are an earth creature, a flesh creature, having a spiritual spirit, the less you're going to put work in your spiritual life. You're not doing that just about protection. You're not doing that just to get some money. You're not just doing that to be able to open roads for you. You're doing it to develop your consciousness. You're doing it to advance your energy and frequency to higher levels of vibration. So therefore, the next person that venerates you, the next person that honors you, pays homage to you, can manifest on a greater level. Are y'all hearing me? Yes. When I ask and I tell you guys about ancestor incense, and I tell you guys, I'm not doing this for me. And let me tell you something I'm not doing. After going through this and preparing myself to be crowned, and this doesn't go to everybody, but some of you guys, after I told you the help that I needed and you still refuse to help. And then right now, I have to pour into myself. I have been pouring out, being there for this person, being there for that person. And now it's my crowning time. And I ask for you to pour back into me, and you refusing. Out of all you've gotten out of my ocean, out of all the knowledge, the wisdom, understanding, the blessing that have come, that I poured out in your life. The Bible says in the last day he will pour out of his spirit. I have poured out of my spirit on so many people and worked so many. And at a time like this, you close your hand. You shut your door. I'm going to grow up. Energy out, energy in. Don't worry. Keep that same energy. To all of you that thought it not robbery to make excuses, people that not willing to put it, they're going to give you excuses. My mom told me, she a Virgo. She said all excuses ain't nothing but lies. I've heard people talk about what they can't do. Let me tell you something, you can do whatever you want to do. Where there's a will, there is a way. When you grown, you understand, if I don't value you like that, I'm not going to put the work in. I'm going to say it again. My son flew from California. He put the work in. My other son came from Georgia. I had people coming from Titusville. I had people coming from Melbourne. I had people coming from Miami. I had people coming from all over the place being a part of. I had my spiritual sister Calvina. I had Nicole. Everybody reaching out. And you still ain't found your hand to the plow yet. It's called responsibility. It's called accountability. It's called that you did not give a fuck. And it's okay. And I'm going to teach y'all something about me. I'm going to say it like this. I don't have a problem that you did not value what I value. You don't have to. You grown. I have a problem that you have a problem that I value that. That's what I have a problem with. Because I don't believe I have a right to tell you what to think and what to do. You are an entity. You are a universe all of yourself. However you choose to live your life, that's your business. But what I don't want to hear as a grown man, I don't want to hear excuses. I didn't give excuses. I made sacrifices. I put certain things aside because it meant that to me. And so therefore, to all of you that thought enough of my ministry, thought enough of my crowning, thought enough of my labor, the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding that I shared freely, how I give you real life experiences so you can make the decision as a grown man or woman. Sir, ma'am, I don't do excuses. My mother didn't do it. I could never go to my mother and tell my mother my teacher was prejudiced. My mother said as long as she is doing her job, I don't give a damn she prejudiced. If she not doing her job, then that's the problem. Then I'm going to come and deal. But because somebody like you or don't like you, that's irrelevant. Because somebody feels a certain type, that's irrelevant. Make sure after listening to this live that you start acknowledging who you are and what you really value. Because let me tell you something. Learn this from me, if you will. Sometimes you never get a second chance. There are some things in a life you get a one-time opportunity. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. I have no regrets. I strive to put the work in. If you want to, like, I can hurt. I can be disappointed. I can pray for something and it doesn't go the way I want it to go. I can intercede. I can do conjure. I can do all those things. Majority of the time I get what I want. Here's the truth. But even when I don't get what I want, I'm okay with that because I know I put the work in. Sometimes you fail not because you a failure. You fail because you don't want to put the work in. Sometimes your relationship, your business, you just won't put the work in. You never put the effort. In relationship, they could have been healed if you had put the effort. You had put the work in. You could have been reconciled if you had put the work in. You don't want to put the work in. You just want to make a request. You just want to put a petition out there. You just want to pray a prayer. You don't want to put the work in. And baby, in order to manifest, the work must be. For every action, there's the opposite and equal reaction. I want y'all to really get that. Especially if you have intention, and once I get through going through this process and, get myself together with my crowning and all that, I hope that you start saying to yourself, you know what, I'm going to stop all this lying. I'm going to stop all this capping. I'm going to stop trying to act like I like everybody. I got people in my family I love that I don't never want to sit up under their table. I'm going to say that real slow again because some of y'all, that might have went over your head. I got people in my family that I love that I don't want to ever have to sit up under their table. Why you can't be honest? Why you can't be honest with people that you say you love and say, you know what, I just don't believe in what you believe in, but I'm going to respect it. I got a problem with your sexual orientation. I got a problem who you married with. I got a problem who you hang out with. Why you just can't be honest? You're not that high on my priority list. I know you don't like the way it sounds, but when you do it like that and you realize that people can get healed, you're more worried about how you look and feel about the situation than the actions or the lack of action that you took. That's what being grown is about. That's why we have the ability to apologize. That's why we have the ability to resolve issues. That's why we have the ability to make up. I call it my makeup game is strong. Because if I fall short in something, because I acknowledge that I fell short, I can come back and do better next time. You can't grow if you're not acknowledging certain things. Put the work in. Put the work, whatever it is. Then we can sit down and have a conversation. But some of these people trying to have a conversation with me when you didn't put the work in. You didn't even show up for work, no less than put the work in. How? We cannot have a grown man or woman conversation. When it comes to prayer, are you getting up early? My son said, your honesty is golden. When you say that you want something, are you giving up sleep? I literally, for a very long time, gave up sex. Still in that process right now. Gave up sex in order to manifest. I gave up my time. I gave up shopping. I gave up a lot of stuff. My bills went behind. My mortgage went behind. I have property that I was not attending to. I gave up a lot for me to have a certain type of manifestation. So yes, I can hurt. But I can hurt because I put the work in. And I can also heal from that hurt with no regrets because I did what I felt right in my heart and in my mind. I want to teach y'all, stop being out here hiding behind Christianity, hiding behind the ATI, hiding behind your title, hiding behind your simplicity, your weak ass love. Stop doing that. Tell people the truth. And guess what? You can get further in life. Hardcore can tell you, I told him when I first met, I did not like him. I grew to love Hardcore. I never pretended that I liked him in the beginning. I told him I did not like him for various reasons, but now I love him because he grew, he developed, he took that criticism, and I respect that because I'm not easy to be around. I am not no joke. I know a lot of y'all say, oh my God, he's so knowledgeable, he this, he good looking, he fine, he sexy, and all that be true, nipples hard. But at the end of the day, I do not play. I do not play. I want you to win. I want you to be able to make decisions and be good with those decisions and live a life of no regret and live a life that you are pleased with. It was very easy. Let me tell y'all something. We had an atrocity. I went over to my Padrino and my Oba early Friday morning. Brother Johnny, the father of our church, drove me. Mother Susan went with me. My son, my kids were with me. I don't know. Y'all forgive me. My mind is... So, long story short, we went over there. I had already told my god sister that I would be over there to Padrino and Oba's house early that morning because we had to do a ceremony for to lift Minister Mario's spirit, son of Ochosi. So we had that ceremony, and I would be there early, and I would pick up the cake once I left Padrino's house. But she did not have the cake ready. Let me explain to y'all. So we had to leave, come back, because I had stuff to take care of back in Vero. So we went to Tampa. We drove all the way to Tampa, did the ceremony. I was definitely with you. Okay, good. Thank you, son. Help me out. So went to Tampa, did the ceremony. Then Brother John drove us all the way back. So he told me, I told myself, I got to go back because I got to get this cake because I wanted to present to his daughter what this religion was. I wanted to present to her for such a hurtful situation that she was going through. I wanted to show her the beauty of the religion, and I wanted to put the work in. So Brother Johnny said, Apostle, when you're ready, I'll drive you back. So Brother Johnny, so we ended up going to Tampa 2 times on Friday. Money was spent, time was spent, but at the end of the day, the beauty that came about, let me tell y'all something. I can sit back with everybody that placed their hands to help strengthen my hands to do this and be at peace and be at joy because I put the work in, y'all. That's what my life's about. When I'm doing your conjure, when I'm doing your candles, when I'm doing prayer. But at this point, I got to put the work in myself. I have to make sure that what has been lost be restored. Like, I lost a key player on my team. And let me tell y'all something. I thank God for some of you guys that are my clients because your empathy and your compassion towards what I'm going through, and you not rushing me. You like, no, Apostle, do what you got to do. And even though I want to get it done, but I appreciate y'all respecting that I lost a very strong major player on my team, and y'all stepped like literally. You are on 4th of July. Once again, some of you have never ever met me physically. Never ever met Minister Mario. I'm talking about to some of my babies. I have some young ladies in their 20s. They got their own situation, their own bills, and they were supporting this process. I take my hats off to you. I have people in my own church that wouldn't do it. In my own church that I have poured out on, through, and around. Wouldn't do it. Every excuse they could muster. And it's cool. But now that all of that work is done, at the end of the day, the job got done, and it got done well. Now, Apostle Ely got to pour into myself because I have to be restored. I have given out a lot. That, with Minister Mario's son, took a lot out of me. Took a lot out of me over a long period of time. And losing him was heart-wrenching, to say the very least. But the idea that he was a strong instrument of how I was able to do a lot of the things, and I had time to do a lot of the stuff that I was doing out here on social media, now that I have to do it. Because let me explain something, y'all. Even though I got a lot of people reaching out to help me, I have to have somebody that I can trust with your business. Minister Mario was somebody I can trust with your emails, your business. I'm very particular and I'm very protective of, because a lot of you guys, y'all divulge a lot of personal business to me, and I cannot have any and everybody being able to assess my emails or certain things or handle certain business when y'all trying to get in contact. I'm very, very particular. I'm particular about my business, and I'm particular about your business. Okay, that's just real. So I have to take my time until God sends somebody that, or fix something where I can trust certain people to help me in certain areas. They can help me in other things, but when it comes down to this personal stuff, when I'm dealing with my clientele base, I have to have particular people that can help me, that I know that your business is not going to get out. So it's not as easy as some people y'all think it is. I'm not being funny. I have to protect not only my business, but I have to protect my flock business. I have to protect my clientele business. I can't afford to have somebody putting their business out. And I could trust Minister Mario. Minister Mario now is not going to tell his business. He ain't going to tell my business or your business either. Okay? So that was a jewel that I don't have anymore. Okay? So y'all give me a little bit of time to fix this stuff. So what's up there, my Pisces? So I hope that many of you guys understand that Minister Mario put the work in. I did not give anything to Minister Mario. He earned that. I'm going to say it again real slow. I wasn't boosting Minister Mario up. He earned that with me and in the flop, and even his last days here. He never. I seen Minister Mario come out the hospital, told them people, I'm not going to miss church. You earn my respect. I don't know where some of y'all come from or who raised y'all, but when you earn something, they can't take it from you. So all I was doing is validating, affirming what his works were speaking. What's up there, Oshun, Lydia? Much love. So I want y'all to know, and I put it on social media, because all of my clientele from TikTok, my church family, my biological family, Instagram, YouTube, I want to know, I want you to see with your own eyes and hear with your own ear who you were investing in. And he was good ground. Minister Mario, son of Achosi, was good ground. If you sent anything, if you had gave anything towards his crowning or his process or his homegoing service, I want you to know how good that ground was, how fertile that ground was. And you're going to reap, because he is a man of God, and he is definitely crowned Ochosi, and he needs an ascended master. Okay? So I hope that a lot of y'all decide, whether today or tomorrow, to grow up and start putting the work in. And understand, I'm not a believer so much as in the 4th of July as I am in just taking advantage of days that we don't work to spend time with my loved ones or do some of the things I want to do. This morning was hard for me because normally Minister Mario will be up early cooking and all of that stuff. And the reality that he is not here is just sinking in more and more. The more I have to do, the more reality is. So I have to take our time to reestablish myself, reposition myself. And all of you that are going to help me, do it from your heart. If you're doing it with strings attached, if you're doing it trying to get position or whatever with me, that's something you got to earn. Do whatever. If you're going to do it from your heart. If you're going to support from your heart. But it is time for me to make sure that I am stable. I have been running this race for a very long time, and I need to get myself together. And right now, I want to share with you guys, my goal is to get crowned very soon. But I do not want to go into my crowning in this emotional state. I'm being crowned Oya, and I want to be in a place of peace and serenity, and I want to be whole. Right now I'm still broken. I am still piecing things together. I still got business to attend to for Minister Mario, so these are all reminders of his passing. And so to each and every one of you guys that continue support what I do on my platform, I do real magic here. I'm a real spiritualist. And this is the life of a spiritualist. It's not all glamour. It's not all fabulous. There's some dark times, and I'm not depressed because I have nothing to be depressed about because I did my job. I'm just hurt that he's not here. Like some of these people think because I'm crying and all this that what the fuck I'm gonna be depressed for? Like why would I be depressed? I'm not depressed. I'm just hurt. He put the work in. I miss his labor. I miss his support. But no, I did my work by him. I have no reason on God's green earth, to have an issue with God's plan. Especially if I say I'm a man of God. I told you earlier, God's plan and purpose for your life trumps feelings and desires. And that includes Apostle Elis, Chief Apostle Elis. So I say to you all once again, thank you so very much. Some people don't understand grief. Yes, Trey. Niggas will. Yeah, and it's all a cycle of life. If I truly love you, I'm going to go through a grieving process. If I truly put the work in, I'm going to go through a grieving process. That's just life. That has nothing to do with, oh, I felt like I failed. I didn't fail anything. I can't fail. I honored what Spirit said. I honored the decision of Minister Mario, son of Ochosi. And so therefore, I'm going to be like any other grown man. I'm going to get up and get myself together, and I'm going to move forward in my life. I am celebrating his life. I am venerating him. Like I told you guys, we are going to be doing candle vigils for Minister Mario. But if you want that relationship with me, then put the work in. If you want me to, the reason why I call out certain people's names on my platform, because they put the work in. It's that simple. It's not about favoritism. It just, if you put the work in me, I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm not going to forget your labor of love. I'm not an asshole. I'm smart enough to understand and respect your labor of love because I want you to respect mine. So, I hope this helped. I hope you take this seriously. Thank you, Keish, baby. I see you. I hope that you understand spirituality is a lifestyle, and we have to be prepared for what is going down and what that people are systematically trying to do in this particular country. We have to be ready, y'all. And now that I lost the treasure on earth, but I gained that treasure in heaven. I lost Mr. Mario on earth. He sold into the ground, but now he's also sold into the spiritual world. Yeah, I need some water, something to drink, but I'm done anyway. Please, sir and ma'am, do yourself a favor and me. Hit that like button. Comment behind these videos. Push these videos so other people can get this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and what real magic is, and how to address situations and circumstances in your life more effectively. And understand that you don't have nothing to prove when you put the work in. That's right, Keith. She said the shift is challenging, but it would be so worth it. Exactly. Parker, you are fair and not a pushover. Yes, you did your job very well for him. Y'all understand? So I hope that many of you guys that are gonna strive with me, as like my baby Keith said, till the wheels fall off. Once again, I'm not gonna tell you all who all's giving and what they're giving, but I would tell you that if it wasn't for my son, both of my sons, Josh, Trey, my sister, and Minister Mario, I would not. They the one encouraged me to be on this social media platform. It was them encouraging me and giving me that that support I needed to come out here on this platform and share what I do for other people. And it has been a blessing to me, and I thank God that I met many of you through this social media in the age of Aquarius. I hope that you truly understand that I appreciate that. Give yourself no expectation of reward and reciprocity. Give from the heart with no strings all to you. I know that right, Nicole. And so I say to you all, I want to say once again, thank you for making this process so much easier. Mother Susan had already fixed me something to drink. I just walked off and left it. I want to be a leader that leads by example, not lip service. And a part of my responsibility is to be transparent enough that some of you guys can see behind the scene to know what it is to be in hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, and the level of commitment and the level of work that you're not really thinking that you're just going to light a candle, you're just going to go to the cemetery, just throw some dust. It don't work like that, baby. You got to put the work in. My prayers are strong because I put the work in. My conjure is strong because I put the work in. My voodoo is strong because I put the work in. My candle works strong because I put the work in. And I can't teach you what I don't do. I'm not out here looking for somebody to make me something I'm not. And so therefore, this is why I can say to you, if you want to experience some of the things that you call true magic, you got to get around real people. They're going to tell you the truth. And you're going to have to be willing to be corrected. You have to be willing to be developed. And you got to be willing to invest in yourself. Because guess what? Until they start making all this conjure stuff free, it costs money out here. And depending on what type of magic you're going to be trying to do and connection you're trying, it costs more money. So whatever that money or resources may be, you got to put the work in. All right? I hope this helped. I hope you take this seriously. And I hope that somewhere down the road that you decide to stop lying and pretending that people matter more to you than they actually really do. Actions speak louder than words. I don't watch what people say. I watch what they do. I'm not judging what you say. I'm judging what you did. The Bible told me to know the tree by the fruit that it bear. I'm only calling you an apple tree because the apple fell from your tree. I'm only calling you a pear tree because a pear fell from your tree. I'm only calling you a liar because a lie fell from your mouth. God bless you.